Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Megan from oneSimplegirl. If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe and like. And today we're just going to do a little get ready with me. Hopefully this natural look is something you're going for, and if it is, then just keep on watching. Hey guys, so we're just going to do a little get ready with me. I just came back from my walk, so my hair is kind of a hot mess. And I have no makeup on because I don't wear makeup to go for a walk outside. And I put my house coat on because I thought it would be really cozy. So I'm in BC today and I'm going to be here for a week or so. So I just thought I would do a get ready with you guys. I'm actually using a bunch of old makeup that I haven't used in forever because the last time I was here was about a year ago. And due to forest fires, long story short, due to forest fires, I hadn't been out here for about a year. So now we're coming out and I have my little Kate Spade makeup bag with all of my old stuff in it. It's like my little travel one, but I keep all my makeup on this side basically. And I didn't realize how much I love the makeup that I'm currently using until now. Anyways. I do have a couple of palettes here. I'm gonna try, I have my newer Too Faced one. I bought this not that long ago and I brought it out because I have so much back home. I have two Morph palettes that I have here too. Guys, if you can ever get your hands on these are great. They're very inexpensive. So it's just Morphe. And then this one is Natural Glow Shimmer. But let me open it. There's no mirror that comes with them, but this is the palette. So I mean, like, I think I got this. I usually go on the Morphe site and every once in a while they have them for 50% off. Like I think I paid, honestly, $16.99 for this. So I mean, like, look at the shades you're getting. This one's, yeah, they're all shimmers. These ones all have a bit of a shimmer in them. But again, for $16, because they're usually about 30. Morphe's not really that expensive. And then the other one I have are the purples. And, well, purpley plums and some neutrals. And these are just matte finishes. None of these have shimmers in them. But again, oh, sorry, I lied. There's like 1, 2, 3. 3 with shimmers. Oh, no. Okay, I lied. There's a few here that have shimmers. And there's a couple of these shades in here that have shimmers. But I thought they were really great. So anyway, these are really great palettes to have. Unfortunately, they don't have mirrors in them, but at the end of the day, if you're in your bathroom, you're fine. But I'm going to use one of these. I think I'm going to use, I actually might use this one. So this is a really cool one. You drive me glazy because it's donuts. This one's a Too Faced palette. It's not a new palette of theirs. It's just, I just got it not that long ago. Excuse me. The nice thing about this one, again, it doesn't have a mirror in it, but like it has blushes and a bronzer. These two have a bit of a shimmer in them. So you could almost use this one as a highlighter. And then these have, most of them have shimmers in them. There's a couple of matte finishes like this, and this. But very neutral palette to use. So this one's really fun. So I might actually end up using this one. So this one's newer, like I said, the Morphes are older ones. And the other ones, I have a couple of other ones here. This is an older Tarte one, but oh my God, it has a mirror with it. But as I say, it's older. Like I use the heck out of that bronzer. But this one it's all matte finishes, except these two, sorry, these are shimmer. So this is like a highlighter. That would be your blush, that would be your bronzer, and then your eyes, basically. And this is a great little palette. Anything that you can find that has built-in shadows, bronzer, blush, and a highlighter, like these are great for traveling with. You bring this and you have everything you need. Sometimes you don't always want, sometimes it's just easy, like grab one palette and just use that for your makeup for the day, guys. Like you don't need to be that fancy. This is another really great one from Tarte that I had gotten quite a while ago. It's just an eyeshadow palette. This one has a mirror too, so it's great. It's smaller, so it's just for your eyes, But I mean, like, these are really great little palettes to bring traveling. And then you have, it's all neutral, but I mean, why not? Like, I don't know, when I travel, I don't necessarily think like I have to be really elaborate on my eye makeup and stuff. I just do easy palettes like this, easy peasy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, so today, let's get into the makeup part. Let's get into the funner part. The more fun part. So today I'm going to be using the, what's it called? Amazonian clay. This used to be my absolutely fave foundation. It is no longer. I've been using the Fenty foundation for probably 2 years now. And when I came out here, and this is the only one I had here, so I used it. I don't like it that much. I'm sorry, Tarte. They have really great products. I love some of their other products, and I'm a big Tarte lover. That's not. I think what it is now is that because I have rosacea on my skin, on my face, I should say, not on my skin. I'm just gonna tie my hair back so I can do this. So I have rosacea here and here, and I find this does not have like a super full coverage whatsoever. It's a nice coverage, but it's more, I lean towards a matte finish. This is not a matte finish. And I would say this is probably really good for a beginner or someone who doesn't like a lot of makeup, to be honest. So we're gonna use it anyway because that's my only option. What I didn't do is, I did not put on, so I used the CeraVe, I'm pretty sure I said that right. I love their products. This is their vitamin C. This is their moisturizer with SPF in it. And the SPF, it's only a 30 SPF, so I would like something a little bit stronger, but I really love CeraVe products. Like I use their face wash, I use their night cream, their day cream, hand cream, like I got it all, guys. So I'm gonna put some of this on, oh sorry, vitamin C first, and then I'll put my moisturizer on. It's just my routine. Do you have to do this? No, you don't have to use a vitamin C. I'm just using it because it helps brighten my skin a little bit. But by all means, guys, just whatever your morning routine is for your skin, if it works for you, just keep doing it. There we go. Let that sit for a second. Doesn't really need to dry, but I'm like, I can feel that it's a little bit damp. Let it dry. Put that one away. And then I'm just gonna use, I just used one pump of this. That's usually good for my skin, enough. And I just dab it around. And just make sure I get it everywhere because I'm a ginger, so I'm definitely gonna burn. And you know what, guys, it's not even about burning. If you want to take care of your skin, SPF, man, SPF. I wish when I grew up that this was more of a thing, I should say. I find as I aged, the trends have changed, and instead of taking not great care of your skin, people are all about taking care of their skin so that they don't age and they don't get wrinkles and blah, 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 blah. That wasn't the case when I grew up. So nowadays, it's all about it. I'm all about it. So I don't know if you can, okay. So I'm just using my foundation, the oneSimplegirl foundation brush. And it's funny because I haven't used mine at home. Obviously, it's been used quite a few times, and this one's brand new. And I'm like, oh my God, it's like butter. It's like butter on my skin. But I just wanted to see if I can kind of showcase how this foundation looks. So I always make sure I'm a big, like, when I put my foundation on, I make sure I blend it in. I don't want this like a line along. I hate that. hate it. First of all, that should not be the case when you're doing your makeup, just so you know. Your makeup should match your skin enough that it just, there's no transition there. It is. So don't do that. Make sure if you're doing foundation, guys, if you don't know your color, go somewhere. Get someone to help you do it. I went to Sephora. I'm not a genius at this stuff. I went to Sephora. I met this wonderful person, this wonderful lady. She helped me find my foundation, and I actually use a combo for it to be like identical. I use a combo of 2 Fenty foundations to do that. But I mean, if I used one and not the other with it, it's so close you'd never know. So definitely find someone that can help you find the correct color for your foundation. So I don't know if you can tell, like it's not a full coverage. Like you can still see my rosacea come through. It's not bad, but you can see how it's like, it's not a matte finish. You can see how there's like a sheen to it. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm not really into that. That's not my jam. I don't like, now that I've been using a matte finish for so long, I really don't like, I don't know, natural, like what would you call that? I don't like it, whatever it is, I don't like it. I like a matte finish. It's just the way I am. I'm so used to it now that I think that's the problem. You know what? I'm so used to it that when I'm wearing something like this, I just go, oof, I don't like this on my skin. It's probably more natural looking for sure, but you know what? Like I say, you do you, boo. Do whatever makes you happy. I mean, obviously you want it to look nice, but if you're happy with a matte finish, go with a matte finish. If you like the dewy look, go with the dewy look. That's really popular too, and it's very nice on people. It has to be a preference, guys. I think I'm just like rubbing this on my face right now because it's just so, I know you can't feel this. This is like butter on my skin. Yes, I'm biased. It is my brand, but hey, if you don't love your own brand, what was the point of starting it? Okay, foundation is on. It's okay. Again, like I said, it's not full coverage. Like I can still see I have some redness there and a little bit there. It's not, yeah, is it terrible? No, guys, it's not terrible. I realize that. It is what it is. I don't like it. So my bronzer, you know what? I'm actually gonna try, I'm gonna use the bronzer in this palette here. I have a, is this my bronzer? No. I have an Hourglass one. This one, it's just the smaller one that I had picked up. It is Ambient. It's called Ambient Radiant Bronze Light. And I mean, okay, sorry guys, it's gonna be ugly looking because I use it, but there's almost like a, not a shimmer, but it definitely has a little bit of a shimmer in it, I would say. But it's almost like, it's a two-tone toner, I guess. A toner. Jeez Louise, I might get my hair done. Bronzer, two-tone bronzer. I don't mind it. Again, it's not my favorite. I think, you know what the problem is that you find products that you really love and you just get accustomed to using them. It's really hard to switch. Like my bronzer at home is a Tarte one. It's the Park Avenue Princess, I believe it's called. Love it. I've been using that one a couple years now. Like I would say probably maybe longer than 5 years, and I absolutely love it. So I'm gonna use my oneSimplegirl blending brush, and this is how I put my bronzer on. You could probably, well, not probably, you could use, even though this is considered our foundation brush, yeah, you can use the foundation. You could use this for your bronzer or your blush. Like the great thing about our kit was that we designed it so that it had a multi-purpose use to it. I don't want someone to be like, I have this brush and I can only use it for one thing. No, what's the point of that? You're gonna have 100 brushes in your kit. You don't need that. Anyways, there's my rant for the day. Okay, so I'm going to use, you know what, I'm curious. I wonder if it tells me. Oh, it doesn't. It just says Eye and Cheek Palette in this one. I was really curious if this was the Park Avenue bronzer that they have in here, because apparently I really liked it. See, yeah, this one, this reminds me of it. So for my bronzer, what I always do is I pull it, you want to take it from your high, not quite your temples, but like your high cheekbone here, and you're just gonna follow underneath it. I have very high cheekbones, so obviously mine's gonna be a bit higher, and you pull it this way down. Don't ever start here, because you don't want it to be like dark and then fade. You want it to be darker and fade, if that makes sense. Same thing on the other side, guys. We're just gonna start there and bring it down. And we're not gonna be, I'm not a makeup artist, so it's not gonna be perfect. I always like to shape my face with my bronzer. I've been doing it for a very long time now. You don't have to. Like a bronzer, you could always just put it like where you get sun-kissed. That's a really good place to start. I find by doing that, it really just like gives you a nice glow. And it's funny because I look in my mirror and I'm like, oh, it's blended, it's so beautiful. And then I look on my camera and I'm like, holy, that looks sharp. But honestly, guys, it's not. Maybe it's my lighting is not the greatest, but. So then, okay, so I've done this part, I've brought it down. I like to do a line here, and I also like to follow my nose and just cap it off a little bit. That's my preference. That's the way I enjoy doing it. You do not have to do it that way. That's kind of, I wouldn't say it's like, I say it's contouring, but I'm like, I feel like when you draw it like with your cream and a line and blend it, that's more contouring. I don't know. And they, you know, when someone actually like takes their cream and puts it and then blends it in, I think I'm a loose contour, because this is how I do it. Like, I'm not fancy. I'm not fancy at all. And guess what? I do a good makeup job. And I guess I always go underneath, and I always go right here for some reason. I've really started to like come down this part of my neck, because you know what? I don't know. I just find it like really white there. So then when you look at my face, when my makeup's done, I was like, oh, my neck looks a bit white and off, and I didn't like that. So I just kind of bring it down a little bit. So just, and because I'm not putting like an obscene amount, I know it seems like, holy crap, like you're really putting on, I'm not, I haven't added any more to this. So it's just blending it so it looks nice. That's it. That's all I'm doing. And then I just kind of like bring it down my neck a little bit. I know a lot of people will say like, no, if you're contouring, you just stay here. But that's what I don't like about contouring. I don't want it to be a harsh, like you can already tell. You can see how there's a shadow, like the shapeness? Is that how I want to say it? I don't know. But like there's contouring, I guess you could say, here, but it just, I don't know, I find when I just do a little bit on my neck, it just blends it a bit better. Hey guys, you do you. This is what I like, and if it works for you, cool. And if you don't like it, just skip that spot. It's not a big deal. I'm not gonna come after you. I'm all about, okay, now I'm gonna add a little bit more because I am gonna put some on my nose. And all I do is follow this. Again, I'm not putting a harsh line and blend it. I just don't do that. I do a little bit on both sides to give it some shape. And I'm just gonna do a little bit at the end here. And that's it. If you can kind of, I can actually usually bring it up into like just a little bit into there. Just gives it a nice little look, little shape. That's all we're after. I haven't added any more since I did my nose. I'm just making sure. All I want to make sure is, because I don't find my lighting's the greatest in here. Actually, it's good on one side, and then this side I find it's not so good. I just want to make sure everything's blended in properly. That's it. That's all I'm doing. And just so that there's no harsh lines. That's the one thing I don't like about contouring, is that I feel like there's always lines. I don't want to be chiseled. I want to be glowy and shapy, not chiseled. No, thank you. Okay, so what are we gonna do next? I don't feel like putting blush on yet. I don't have, normally I would put a little bit of concealer here just to brighten my under eye. I don't have any, so we're not doing that. But, I do have, I just picked this up, I guess, oh, there you go. The HudaBeauty, this one's Cherry Blossom Cake. So this is the, I don't know, is it setting powder? Is it, yeah. They say loose baking. I'm not about the baking, but I do, well, I guess I kind of do a little bit because I will put some there and I'll just let it sit and bake. I hate that word bake. It just sounds so stupid. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm gonna use this. So I just picked this up because I really wanted to try it. And honestly, guys, like this little container, like that's, I know it doesn't seem like a lot because you're like, oh, it's only very, like it's small. That's a lot of powder. Like you don't need that much, guys. So these are really great. The smaller ones are really great for travel and for trying it out because I hadn't tried this one yet. I have the HudaBeauty one at home that I just got a couple, like maybe about a month ago. So I've been using it. I really love it. I've been really, you know, I hear great reviews on this one. So I thought I would give it a try too. I've been liking it so far. But what I'm getting at is you don't need the big one. You can just use the travel size one until you figure out if you really love it and then go back and buy the bigger one. But honestly, like this is great because I can put this in my makeup bag. It's not as, like the other one's quite big. I don't have a size to it, but put like 4 of these together. Like there it is in my hand. Put 4 of those together and that's probably about the large size. So I just thought it was a bit extreme. I didn't need that much. So I'm just going to, you flip open the lid and then you just turn it. And there's the little, I already took the sticky thing off and there's a little stop, the little puff, I guess you could say. And I'm just gonna put it under my eyes. And I just go, like I just flip it up and then if you can see that. No, you can't, but there you go. So instead of blending it in right now, I'm just gonna like pat it in, like on. And I'll do the same thing to this side. Oops. I'm going to, oops. Okay, so maybe this application, this little pad is not the greatest. I probably just, the only thing I don't like about this one, so the HudaBeauty one that I have at home, it's like you take the lid off and the pad is in there and the pad is separate. It's kind of like, no, not that, this one here. So it's like they have a little pad on the top, you can take it out and you can actually pour this into the lid and then use your little puff to put it on. This one does not come with that. So, well, it doesn't come, sorry. It comes with a puff, but it doesn't come with the ability to do that. So all I'm gonna do is put a little bit in there. I'm gonna use this puff to put it on because I feel like, there we go. I mean, I could do it the other way, but I don't want to be here forever, guys. Like, I'm not fancy. I'm not fancy at all. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I'm gonna put some right there. Okay, so we're just gonna let that sit for a little bit and I'm gonna put some eye makeup on and I'm not gonna go crazy with my eye makeup because I am going to the gym today. I'm going into, I say going into town, but I live, my place is just outside of the city. So I'm going to drive in, go to the gym, and I have some errands to run. But I thought, hey, it would be fun to get ready. So, which palette did I, you know what? I might just stick with that palette because this one here, the one that I used the bronzer out of. Yeah. So I'm just gonna stick with the lightest shade I'm gonna start with, and I'm just gonna start building. So I'll probably go like, I'm probably gonna start with this one because it's the lightest. So I'll put that all over the base of my eye and then I'll start building. I'll put this one, I don't know. I might use this one this one, and then go with one of these darker ones. And when I say darker one, I'm like, that's just a little something. So always, some palettes don't have a lot of fallout, some do, so always just knock it off. So I just, like I said, I'm taking the lightest color. I'm using our large eyeshadow brush. So this one's really great because if you happen to notice, so there it is on its side. It has a little bit of a tip to it, but on the other side, I guess you could say, it's quite wide. So this has a lot of, still quite a good movement in it for blending. And I find by having it a little bit more angled this way, you can really get in the crease of your eye here, but yet it's good, you can still blend with it. Our smaller eyeshadow one, so I'll compare the two of them. Here you go. So obviously much smaller, same kind of design to them. It's like, it's a little bit, it's thinner than it is wider, obviously. This one's really great for getting in, like if you just wanted to stay right in your crease of your eye, or if you want to bring some shadow down here for your eyeliner, same thing. Really, really great. I just find I can get good use out of this one, so I'm just gonna stick with this one. Okay, so lightest color, knock it off, and just blend that in. And because it's the lightest color, I mean, you're not gonna see a big change in my eye color, obviously, or my lid color, because this one was really, really neutral. So I'm gonna stick with the next lighter one, and it was kind of that peachier color. I'm gonna try it out, and again, I'm gonna knock it off. And this one, because it's so light as well, I'm pretty well gonna cover my eyelid. So I'm not doing like, I don't know, hopefully you guys can see the makeup, because I find the lighting in here is horrible. Again, what you do to one side, do to the other. So I'm just going for a really neutral look today. And you can mix match palettes. Like, I don't have to stick with this one. These are just really, really convenient palettes. If you're a beginner with makeup, I highly suggest getting palettes like this, because it's done for you. You don't have to do the math. It's all the colors. They're together for a reason, because they all are shades of one another or blend together really good. So these are great. Okay, so I did that like peachy kind of color on my lid. Now I'm gonna go in with, I really like this color. It's like a beigey, I don't know, it almost has a bit of mauve. Like the slightest, I don't know, but it's really pretty. So I'm gonna take that one, and I'm gonna stick a little bit, not so, use my thing, not so much here with it, but more of like 3/4. Go with that. It's a 3/4 makeup. Like I mostly want it from here and in the middle, and I'm gonna bring it up just a little bit just to help blend it in. And there you go. You kind of want it to be, and not always, it depends on how you do your makeup. This is how I do my makeup. I usually go like a light base, another, not necessarily light, next light base again, but I will use like another light color, and I just won't bring it as higher. Like every shade, the darker and darker it gets, the less I blend, like the less I bring it up and the less I bring it to the corner, if that makes sense. So how this is a bit of a darker shade, I'm only going to here with it. I'm not bringing it here. I'm sticking like here. And then the next shade's gonna be a bit darker, so I'm probably just gonna stay in this area. And that's it. I don't think it's a secret on doing makeup. And then this is what I do. I usually just pat it on where I want it to go. And then I make sure to blend it. So all I'm doing is like miniature little circles like that. And you do it on both eyes, and that will really help. It's really gonna help. Oh, I do this wiper blade motion too. again, that's not a secret, guys. Most makeup artists will, I shouldn't say makeup artists, I think most people who do their makeup, that's how they put it on, because you're blending it in. So I'm gonna go with the next, this one's called Onyx. I didn't give you the names, but it's like a darker, so we started with the very lightest color. I put that everywhere. Then I did this peachy color, and I didn't go all the way up. I just kind of went here with it. And then, was it this one? I think it was this one I used. And I kept that one like more here and over, and I blended it here. And now I'm gonna go with, which one did I say I'm gonna use? Onyx, this darker one. So that one, I'm just gonna keep it like here in this little corner area. And again, all I'm doing is just dabbing it and knocking it off, because you're better off just going light and then adding as you go. So here, I'm just gonna dab it on. That's kind of the way I do it. And then I'm gonna do my little circular motion, and then I can kind of do a wiper blade motion as well. So hopefully you can kind of see how it's starting to get a little bit darker here. And again, if you keep building and building and building, like that's great. I don't know what I'd say. Like it's just gonna emphasize. I'm not going anywhere other than errands in the gym. So I don't want heavy makeup on today. So I'm just dabbing it. You can do the wiper blade motion, then you can do the blending motion. Like it's just you gotta play with your makeup and learn what works for you and how you like doing it. So I'm bringing it this is the wiper blade motion I'm using. Hopefully you guys can see this way. And then I bring it a little bit here. So it's almost like I'm trying to shape this. And that's kind of the look I always go for. And I notice this side is a bit darker. So I'm gonna just add a little bit here. And just blend it. And then if you're not happy with the color, just keep adding. What do I say? What's my favorite tagline? You do you, boo. So to me, I go, that's perfect. Like I don't want any more heavier makeup on than that. I'm good, dude. Dude, listen to me now. Talking to you like I talk to my husband. That's why I said, dude. So I'm gonna use my very small one, and I'm gonna take that Onyx color that I just used, and I'm gonna dab it with the other lighter color, and I'm just gonna pull that under. Just a little bit of sun. I don't know if you can, I can see it in my mirror, and hopefully you guys at home can see it. It just adds a little bit. And when I say dab, okay guys, this is me dabbing. I'll hold my palette. Like dab. And we're just gonna, I'm not, oh, that's probably a little bit heavier than I really wanted to do on that. That's okay though. I'm not and then you can always do that. Like when you bring it up, you want to make sure it blends. Just dab it. I am not an eyeliner girl for the bottom. I never have been. I think it's too harsh, way too harsh. I actually need to go, I only have black eyeliner, and it's from Tarte, and I love it. I'll show you guys. But I'm noticing now, I'm like, you know what, I gotta get a brown. It's too dark on me. Oh, so this is just the travel one. Do I have a bigger one? No, I don't. See, that's what I did. It was I took all my, like, the samples you get, all my travel sizes, and I brought them all here because I'm like, if I just didn't want to waste full-size products. But, so this is the, there you go. It's called Man Eater. I love that there's like a little tip on it like that. Love it. Honestly, this is my favorite eyeliner. The only thing is it's black, so it's very, like, if I had it on here, it would just be so sharp and so like dramatic. Is that the word? It's too dramatic for me. So I'm just gonna take that my little spongy, and I'm going to blend this in. Honestly, guys, if you haven't used this powder, like, I highly recommend this, the Huda one. Okay, the HudaBeauty. So there is 3 different powders that well, that I know of that they do. So this one is Cherry Blossom. And then the other one is, you know what, I can't remember the name of it, but it's almost like, if you can tell, I don't know if you can tell, this has like a pink hue to it. The other one has a peachy hue to it. And I just didn't think, like, I'm more of a ginger cool tone, I think. So I went with this one opposed to the peachy one. And then the third one they have is, it's just a white, like it's just a translucent powder. So if you don't want one of the shades, and I mean, like when I say one of the shades, like this has a pink hue to it that you can't tell at all. It has a little bit of a brightening in it. I think that's why it's pink. I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't know. What I do know is that I absolutely love this product, and if you haven't tried it, you need to. So now I'm just gonna put a little bit of powder on my face, but I just didn't bake. I hate that. I hate when people say, I'm baking it. No, you're not. You bake cookies, you don't bake your face. Sorry. So I'm not really adding that much more onto it. I'm just kind of, whatever's on it can just kind of move around. Beautiful, beautiful. And honestly, guys, it didn't take me long to do my makeup. I'm talking, so it's taking me longer, but it really doesn't. Okay, so now we need a little bit of blush. So I'm going to use our angled oneSimplegirl brush, and I'm just going to stick with, I think I'll just, you know what? Let's see what this pink in here was like. This one, this donut one. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to use this. It's almost like it says pink poinsettia, but it's almost like a peachy, not quite peach, but it has a lot of peach in it. So we're going to try it. And all I do I start here and I dabble it all the way up and stuff. And then I'll go like this, and I always bring it up my temples. I have been doing my blush the same way since I was a child, and I learned this from my mother. So you take it, and if you want to know where you should put it, where you should start, you smile. This is my mother, who is 80 years old, taught me this as a child. You smile, and there's the apple of your cheek. So you kind of want to start there. You don't have to. Again, I see people that wear blush and it's like here. I see the fancy way that they bring it all around here, and then by the time they're done their makeup, it's good. I'm out. I'm not doing that. Way too much work for me, and I don't want to do it. So I do it this way, and I bring it up into my temples, kind of like how I did with my bronzer, because I like everything blended really nicely, and I don't put on a lot at a time. I would rather do a little bit and then just keep layering it. And this isn't like, if you saw the color, like you can see here, it's not a bright pink, so it's not going to be like, whoa, I can see it on her. It's going to blend really well with, and I don't know if you can tell, but I'm very freckly. So it's going to blend in quite nicely for me. So we'll never look sharp, sharp, sharp. So this is the secret. Okay, this part isn't the secret. This is like, people just came up with this. So I always put a little bit across the bridge of my nose, just a little bit. So when, it might be hard to tell on camera, but if you do it in person, you'll see you do a little bit. You don't go like harsh here, harsh. You just put a little bit. You'll see a little bit of a pigment there, I guess you'd say. It's pigment from the powder. It will help you blend in. This is the trick my mom taught me. Chin and forehead. So I know you're gonna say, oh man, you just put your bronzer up there. Like, I don't get it. Just do it. Try it. You'll thank me. I always go here. I basically do the same thing with my blush as I do with my bronzer, and it will help blend everything in your face. I promise you. If you're going hog wild with this, it may look funny, but if you go light with your powders or your cream, whatever you're doing, if it's a cream, use a cream. If you're a powder girl, use powder. I'm a powder girl. But you just layer. Everything should be layers. Don't ever go in harsh. because, I mean, you can fix it. You can. Everything's fixable. It's just, do you want to? So I always put a little bit here. I always put a little bit on the bridge of my nose. I always put some on my chin. And it's not enough to go, wow, she got blush there. It's just enough to go, her face is just blended so nicely. Yes, I know, I have rosacea and it doesn't look pretty, but the rest of my skin is blended nicely. And there we go. So I'm going to use, I do have a little bit of a highlighter on. I have to go buy one because this is, which one? Oh, I don't have my other highlighters here. So this is the palette, the Tarte palette. So this is a highlighter. It's a really shimmery one though. I'm not really in, like, okay. I know people are gonna say, Megan, it's a highlighter. It's supposed to shimmer. I don't like this kind of shimmer for a highlighter. Sorry guys. Sorry Tarte. And all I do is the same thing. Like I'm gonna put it here and I'm not going up. Just do the slightest so it just blends in nicely. I'm all about blending your makeup. If there is anything you take away, blend your makeup, guys. Again, the other side, and I'm just gonna bring it up a little bit. And I kind of just put this like, so my bronzer would be a little bit lower, my blush is a little bit higher, my highlighter's a bit higher than that. But as you do it, obviously they're gonna overlap a bit, so it should blend in really nicely. Okay, I said this is too shimmery. It's actually really pretty. I'm gonna put some on my nose. You can use your brush, you can use your finger, dab it. Like whatever works for you. If you want, you can use, where's the small one? You can use this small eyeshadow. Dab it where you want it. Or you can always use the large eyeshadow one. If you didn't use it for your eyeshadow and it's clean, just put it wherever you want. Man, I'm liking this highlighter. And you know me, I'm going to blend. So I'll do a little bit less, like when I'm dabbing this and then putting on my cheek and my forehead, I go way lighter, like we're gentle guys. I don't want my face glowing before I get in a room. I don't want my face to light up a room before I walk in it. There we go, that's what I want to say. So there, wow. Okay, we're gonna touch up my eyebrows. I have my eyebrows done, but I find by the time I put makeup on, it's kind of like, now I've got foundation on this and stuff, right? So they don't look as nice. So I'm just going to just touch them up a little bit. I don't have to do a lot because, like I said, I've gotten them done. And today I'm using, this one's the Essence Brow. It's okay. I'm really critical and say it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite, but I don't mind it. It has the nice thing is though, it has like a good, okay, so it is good because it's a roller, but you know what I don't like? I can't sharpen this one. I actually like a pencil one that I can sharpen, so I always have a very fine tip when I'm doing my makeup. This, I can't. So that's what I don't like about it. So I just kind of fill in the bottom a bit and right here. And a little bit up here. And that's it. That's how long it takes me to do my brows because they're already done. And then I'll just do an extra brush out there just to make sure there's nothing, that there shouldn't be a chunk sitting anywhere, but the only thing I don't like about my brows, if I'm very honest, and I'll probably get this fixed the next time I get them touched up, is that and one side of your face is not identical to the other side of your face. I get that. And if you don't know that already, guys, there, I just told you a secret. Or I just dropped the bomb on you. One of the two. But what I don't like is that my brows aren't the same. This one's got a beautiful shape to it. Oh, I should fill that in a little bit more actually. This one has this beautiful shape, beautiful everything. And I'm like, why? Why are you the ugly sister? No, it's not ugly, guys. I'm not that hard on myself. But I like it to be prettier. So, and if you can't tell, like I know you guys can't tell how I'm doing this, I'm really, like I am gently putting this on. I'm not, don't make your eyes look like they've been, I shouldn't say tattooed on, because you know what, sometimes it looks nice, depending on how it was done. But you don't want it to be like, I want it to be nice and match my hair color, so I'm not going super dark, and then the rest of me looks funny. Okay, lastly, well, not lastly, but almost lastly, mascara. So, okay, again, it's not, these aren't my favorite products, guys. I'm just using them because I have them. But it's a decent product and it's super cheap. So this is the Essence, this is Lash Princess. I have two of them. Okay, so, oh no, they're both. Oh, okay. So it's called Lash Princess, but one's volume mascara and this is False Lash Effect. Okay, you know what, guys? No. Let's try the volume. I'm gonna see what the volume looks like. So that's the brush on it. This actually might be a better brush for, I don't find it's amazing, but I think this brand, I bought it at, it was either at a Shoppers or I got it at a drugstore, which I mean, you can get it at any drugstore, I think, like pretty well. You can't get them at a Sephora or an Ulta. You would have to get it at a drugstore. It was like $4.98 or something. It was like less than, literally it was less than $5, unless it's gone up in price, less than $5. Where do you get a mascara, a decent mascara for $5? Actually, that one's not bad. Now that I am blessed, I have decently long, because I could say it that way. My lashes, when I have mascara on, they're pretty good. Like I don't have short lashes. I don't have beautiful bushy ones, but I'm pretty decent. So it may look a little bit different on me as it is on you. Obviously, you have to keep that in mind when you buy products, that like everybody's different. And I've seen people put mascara on, I'm like, holy crap, how did you get that to look like that? Either it's fake, either it's fake and they've edited their thing, or it's because they have better lashes when they don't have anything on them. So it is what it is, guys. This one, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's pretty decent, guys. I mean, it's not like we're going out for, maybe if you put a couple layers on. I'm being a little bit fussy right now, but like I wouldn't say this is like date night material, but every day, holy crap, I'm actually kind of impressed. One little trick I learned, I learned this a long time ago actually, and I don't know who taught me, but I don't do my lashes at the bottom and like fill them all the way in. I just tap. I don't want the length to be filled in, because again, I have not super long, but they're long enough that it would look like spider eyes. I'm like, I don't want to look like that. I just want it to look natural. You know what, guys? I'm gonna pat myself on the back. My makeup looks pretty bomb right now. Maybe not on camera, but in my mirror, it's all that matters. Looks bomb diggity. I'm very happy with it. So I do not, oh, I don't have any, oh, I don't have any lip glosses here. That's an issue. We're gonna have to buy one. Oh, wait, maybe I do. Yeah, no, that's not. So today is the day we use chapstick. I am a big chapstick girl, I'm not gonna lie, guys. And I think today, because my makeup is so neutral, it looks really shiny on my nose, but in person it doesn't look that shiny. It's still pretty bomb though. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm happy with my makeup today. I think it turned out absolutely perfect. For me. For you, maybe not. For me, I'm happy. Because I'm not that fussy. Okay, so don't have a chapstick or a lip gloss. And normally, guys, I don't wear lipstick. I'm not a lipstick lover. I'm not even a lip liner lover. Maybe one day. I'm just not there yet. I haven't found anything that I really like. I find all the lip liners, like, they go on like dry, like hard, like they just don't, I don't know. I probably haven't found the right one yet. I'm kind of impressed. I'm a little impressed. Okay, so that's the look, guys. Like, I think it's decent. It's a decent look for, oh God. Maybe I should comb my hair though, eh? Not be such a hot mess. But yeah, I think my makeup looks pretty good. It's very, very light. It's very neutral. Honestly, it did not take me very long. The only thing I would have changed was the foundation. I just don't love the foundation I'm wearing today. Not because of the wearability of it. I don't think, I'm trying to think. I did wear it yesterday and I did go to the gym. And I think by the end of my workout, yeah, you know what, guys? I wouldn't say if you're going to be super active that this is the best foundation to use. But if you're, I don't know, like if you're just going to work during the day, if you're just going out and about and no physical activity, and I only say that because like when I go to the gym, I'm sweating like a banshee. I found by the end of my workout, my makeup's not really as nice as it was, but I also don't put on heavy makeup. Like I put on, this is a lot. This is more than what I would have normally put on to go to the gym. I would never put highlighter on to go to the gym. I do wear makeup when I go to the gym because of my skin tone. Just because I like to hide my rosacea, but that's it. I would never ever, like I honestly, the eye makeup, I wouldn't have even been that fancy either. I probably would just take my bronzer, add a little bit of shade there, just so there's some color. Mascara, I wouldn't fill my eyebrows in, but I would wear like my foundation. I would wear a little bit of blush because if I don't, I look very pale. Or my bronzer. I'm either putting a little bit of blush on or my bronzer just to give myself some color because I'm very, very pale. And yeah, that's about it. So this is a little bit heavier than I would normally do, but I am doing a couple of errands and then going to the gym, so at least I'll look presentable for people, if people care. I don't know. I don't really care. I'm really happy with the way it looks though. Yep. So hopefully you enjoyed this little journey with me. Again, guys, I didn't spend a lot of time on my makeup. Just have fun with it. Don't stress. And if you're able to pick up, like I said, like these are just these three here. Oh, sorry. No, this one isn't, because this one doesn't. No, but even still, like it doesn't have to be this brand. This is a Too Faced. These two are Tarte. They don't have to be, but the beauty of them is that the palettes are already designed for you. You don't have to just buy one color at a time. And I find nowadays that that's really what you're going to find in stores is, back in the day of the CoverGirl days when you would shop at a drugstore, you would buy like one individual color, and then you would do it at home how you wanted to. But makeup's come a very long way since I was a kid, heck, since my mom's been a kid. So if you can pick up a palette like that just, it does the work for you. It's all put together. Honestly, it's so much easier. It's easier for traveling. It's easier for an individual that doesn't do their makeup very often. Like I'm okay. I could use individual eyeshadows, and I can make it work because I know how to do it. And it's not even that I'm not a pro, guys. I'm not a makeup artist, but I feel very confident and I feel very comfortable with makeup that I'm not really scared of it. And worst comes the worst, if I mess it up, I could fix it. And really, guys, at the end of the day, if you mess up your makeup and you're like, oh my God, this looks terrible, wash your face, start again, or get some wipes. I've done it. This is how much I like CeraVe. There's their wipes. These are just, it's makeup removing plant-based wipe. I mean, you don't have to do plant-based if you don't want to. I prefer it, but it's just my thing. There's just a wipe, and I've done it, that I've literally made a mess. I've wiped the top of my eye, left the rest of my makeup, fixed this, went on with my day. It's okay, guys. You don't have to, if you get really comfortable with it, you'll get used to doing it and it won't scare you. Like, it'll be easy. Like, for me to do a wipe, and I could wipe here and redo this and you guys would barely know that I even did that, because I'm comfortable with it, and you just do it. Like, it's just, I don't know. I spent years playing with makeup as a child. I played with my mom's. So now when I go to do it, I'm like, yeah, maybe I'm not as elaborate than the next person out there that, you know, if you're a makeup artist, you know what you're doing and you're very creative with makeup. Me, I'm like, you know what? I might not be that creative, but it looks nice and I'm happy with it. So it's all matters. Have fun, be happy, love yourself. Anyway, guys, I'm going to head out. I have some running around to do, and I'm going to go do my workout because that's important. Got to put me first and take care of myself. And we'll see you on my next video. Have a great day, guys. Bye.